We begin at noon with that revote from the Rent Guidelines Board. They're looking at how much prices can be raised for rent-stabilized apartments in the city. Natalie Duddridge is outside Specter Hall in Lower Manhattan.
A million New Yorkers who live in rent-stabilized housing. But to be clear, this morning's revote was not for the final rent increase, but rather it was a vote to change the range rents could go up. That final vote won't be held until the end of June. The 9-member board appointed by the mayor voted to lower the proposed range for 2-year lease increases to between 3.75 and 7.75%. That's down 1% from last month's preliminary vote that allowed a range of 4.75 to 7.75%. 1-year lease hikes remain unchanged. That stays between 1.75 and 4.75%. Now, this revote comes after public outcry, internal pushback, and criticism by Mayor Adams, who called the previous range too unreasonable a burden for tenants. Here's what tenants and landlords had to say.
That's not enough. Tenants this year need a rent freeze when we've had unprecedented increases in landlord profit, 12% from the previous year. Landlord profits are up and tenant wages and tenant experience is down.
The Rent Guidelines Board data clearly show that owners need a 6 to 7% increase just to keep up with rising costs from the city. We've seen our property tax bills go up 8% or more year over year. The Water Board is currently voting on a 3.7% water increase. We're seeing Con Ed raise their rates by 11%.
Now, that landlord says he owns a small 4-unit building. He's not a big landlord. He claims he loses money every year just trying to keep up. Now, meanwhile, the New York State Tenant Bloc says the board's own report shows landlords' incomes rose 12% last year, the biggest jump in decades. Now, a final vote on the exact increases won't be held until June 27th. In Lower Manhattan, Natalie Duddridge, CBS News, New York.